I'm Kay and he's Ruben, and today we're reviewing Baby Driver, the musical.
Wait, I have to rewind the song.
So, Baby Driver. There is some debate as to whether or not this film, which is the latest offering from director Edgar Wright, is in fact a musical or not.
So here's the definition of a musical thanks to the trusty internet.
Yeah.
A play or film in which singing and dancing play an essential part, or
that's some Oscar shit right there.
A play or motion picture in which the storyline is interspersed with developed by songs, dances, and the like.
Alright then, so let's look at this movie. The soundtrack is in fact part of the story. It tells us the mood of the characters and it helps to move the story on. There are even a few dance type numbers. The timing of gear changes and gunfire and windscreen wipers and even some eye movements are synced to the soundtrack. Sounds a bit like a musical to me.
Mental.
But if that hasn't convinced you, then here's a quote from the director's mouth himself. It's like a musical for people who wouldn't go and see musicals.
Huh.
So how could you define this movie?
Ooh.
Slow, is he slow? No, slow.
Car chase heist retro musical mashup. Apparently the idea for the movie came to Wright in what he called a vision, when he was listening to Bell Bottoms, a song by the John Spencer Blues Explosion, and a car chase just magically appeared before his eyes. Although it has taken 22 years for that vision to become a reality, naturally the movie had to open synced to Bell Bottoms, the track that inspired it all.
Of course. Now let's take a moment to acknowledge the director Edgar Wright's other works that have led him to be in a position to make this movie.
Yeah.
Probably most well known in the UK for the Three Flavors Cornetto trilogy. Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz and Worlds End.
Yup. If you're familiar with these, then you would be forgiven for expecting the same sort of comedic action from Baby Driver. But you'd be disappointed. The Cornetto movies managed to create humour in the most extreme of circumstances and still tug on your heartstrings.
And hold it there.
Baby Driver is a departure for Wright in two ways. Number one, his first script that isn't a full-on comedy. It has a few comedic moments, but definitely not a comedy.
What the
And perhaps it has to do something with the difference between English versus American humour, but even those comedic moments are a little too tinged with danger or sadness to really make you laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Question.
And number two, it's his first film with A-list Hollywood stars, one of which, Jamie Foxx, allegedly agreed to star in this movie after receiving a telephone call from Quentin Tarantino, who is a fan of Edgar Wright, and told him to do it.
tequila?
And we're glad he did. So while we're on the subject of A-list stars, let's talk about the characters.
Tequila.
Yeah, thankfully, Jamie Foxx was excellent.
Yeah.
His character was scary and believable. In fact, all the bad guys were pretty believable, apart from a character wobble in the script for Kevin Spacey's character. But we won't give that away. I'm sure you will spot it.
Yes, you will. Ansel Elgort,
Young Mozart in a go-kart over there.
well known for his role in the film The Fault in Their Stars, plays the role of Baby, and in my opinion he does an excellent job of conveying this slightly awkward in life but savant-like behind the wheel, complex but sweet character with a tragic history and a love for retro music. So, did we enjoy this film?
Yes.
Yes.
But probably would have enjoyed it much more if we'd adjusted our expectations before going in. This is not a comedy, it's not a Shaun of the Dead witty banter, it's a musical.
And sort of compliments everyone.
With a mashup of exceptional driving and chase sequences with some interesting flavours. Hints of James Dean, retro classic, 1950s Americana, Reservoir Dogs meets Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, now if you can wrap your expectations around all of that, then prepare yourself for a tire-squealing adventure set to a pumping soundtrack with some unexpected heart.
You love her? Yes, I do. That's too bad.
Or maybe not so unexpected, because all of Edgar Wright's films have a small measure of guy-friendly romance.
Guy love.
Yeah.
Baby, you with us?
So, should you see this film?
Probably!
Can I give it a rating out of 5? Not sure.
I don't know.
You just gotta find out, huh?
As Wright himself said, it has elements like car chases and gunfights and big stars and beautiful ladies, including Lily James.
Well, aren't you the lucky one?
He also went on to say, in this day and age of trying to make original movies and get them seen, there's a balancing act of finding something that isn't an existing IP but is still familiar and fresh at the same time. So, a car chase musical. You tell me.
Let us know what rating you think that the film should get in the comments below. Thanks for watching. This has been our quick review for Baby Driver. Look out for our other reviews that we've got coming. One called Okja, which we're quite excited about, and we have a Secret Space one coming out as well.
Secret Space?
Secret Space!